Honest communication is at the heart of any meaningful connection. It's the glue that holds people together and the key to resolving conflicts before they spiral out of control. Honest communication fosters trust, intimacy, and understanding, enabling partners to navigate challenges and celebrate successes together. When communication is clear and truthful, relationships thrive. And so, this presentation really is going to talk about the importance of honest communication, the benefit that it brings, and some practical strategies for cultivating honest communication and empathetic dialogue within relationships. Honest communication involves expressing thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and transparently. It means sharing your true self without fear of judgment or rejection. This form of communication requires vulnerability, as it invites others to see your authentic emotions and perspectives. When we discuss the importance of honest communication, we're talking about things like building trust. Honesty is essential for establishing trust in any relationship. When partners are truthful with each other, it creates a sense of safety and reliability. Trust fosters emotional intimacy, allowing partners to feel secure in expressing their feelings and vulnerabilities. We're also talking about enhancing understanding. Honest communication helps partners understand each other better. When both individuals share their thoughts and feelings openly, they gain insight into each other's perspectives, motivations, and desires. This understanding can reduce misunderstandings and foster empathy. Another would be facilitating conflict resolution. Conflicts, they're inevitable in any relationship, but honest communication can help resolve them effectively. When partners address issues openly and honestly, they can identify the root causes of their conflicts and work collaboratively towards solutions. And another, honest communication encourages personal growth. Honest communication not only benefits the relationship, but also encourages individual growth. When partners express their thoughts and feelings, they gain clarity about their needs and desires. This self awareness can lead to personal development and improved well being. And there are a few benefits of honest communication as well. The first, strengthening emotional connection. Sharing your true self fosters a deeper emotional bond between partners. When both individuals feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and feelings, it enhances intimacy and connection. Secondly, it reduces anxiety and resentment. Open communication alleviates anxiety by eliminating the fear of unspoken thoughts and feelings. When partners express their concerns and needs, it prevents resentment from building up over time. And then lastly, it promotes healthy boundaries. Honest communication allows partners to establish and respect boundaries. When both individuals are clear about their limits and expectations, it creates a healthier dynamic and prevents misunderstanding. Honest communication is deeply intertwined with emotional intelligence. That's the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while staying attuned to the feelings of others. Now, I've come to realize that communicating honestly isn't just about saying what's on your mind. It's about expressing those thoughts in a way that your partner can truly understand and accept. I have learned 3 powerful ways emotional intelligence enhances honest communication. So the first is self-awareness and emotional control. By understanding and managing your own emotions before expressing them, you are able to keep conversations clear and constructive, avoiding unnecessary emotional outbursts and misunderstandings. The second is going to be empathy and active listening. Tuning into your partner's emotions and actively listening will foster deeper connections, making it easier to communicate openly without fear of judgment or defensiveness. And then third, stay calm during conflict, okay? That's a big one. Developing emotional intelligence will help you to remain calm during the toughest conversations. It will allow you to focus on resolving the issue rather than escalating them. Now, by integrating emotional intelligence into the way that you communicate, you'll be able to see firsthand how these skills can transform your relationship, paving the way for a healthier, more meaningful connection. I also think it's really important to talk about overcoming the fear of vulnerability. Because oftentimes when we're talking about honest communication, fear is a really big barrier. The fear of rejection, fear of conflict, and like I said, the fear of vulnerability. In truly assessing your fears, you may start to realize how many of your relationship problems may stem from your unwillingness to be fully open with your emotions. Because, people tend to hide their true feelings, fearing that they would be met with some sort of criticism or indifference. Okay. But it's important to learn how to embrace vulnerability because that is truly a key to healing, not just for yourself, but for your relationship. You should allow yourself the space, opportunity, and the grace to be emotionally exposed, okay? Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is a strength. It is a gateway to honest communication and meaningful relationship. And you want to embrace that, okay? Practice that. Practice being vulnerable. Again, vulnerability is not weakness, it is strength. And then you also have to remember, because when we are fearing being met with criticism or indifference, because sometimes, we may think like, well, if I share how I feel, it may escalate into something else. But this is the thing. In any relationship, there's going to be conflicts. Conflicts are inevitable, okay? And so you want to know the difference between a relationship that thrives and one that falls apart often because of how the conflicts are handled. All right. Avoiding confrontation will only lead to greater problems over time. So I really advocate and push for resolving conflicts through honest communication and through open, empathetic dialogue. So, here are some practical strategies for cultivating honest communication and for handling conflicts through open and empathetic dialogue. So, first and foremost, to foster honest communication, create a safe space where both partners feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of judgment. Encourage openness by being receptive and supportive during conversations. Secondly, active listening is crucial for honest communication. Show genuine interest in your partner's thoughts and feelings by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and providing feedback. Reflecting on what they say shows that you value their perspective. Third, use I statements. And what that means is when you're expressing your feelings, use I statements to communicate your emotions without sounding accusatory. So, for example, say, I feel hurt when, instead of, you always, you know, this approach encourages open dialogue and reduces defensiveness. Fourth, be vulnerable. Vulnerability is key to honest communication. Share your fears, insecurities, and desires openly. This openness invites your partner to reciprocate, creating a deeper emotional connection. Next, address the issues promptly. Don't wait. Don't let small issues escalate into larger problems. Address concerns as they arise. Use honest communication to express your feelings. This proactive approach prevents misunderstandings and fosters a healthier relationship dynamic. And then there's practicing empathy. Approach conversations with empathy and understanding. Acknowledge your partner's feelings and perspectives, even if you don't necessarily agree. Validating their emotions fosters trust and encourages open dialogue. And then lastly, encourage your partner to provide feedback on your communication style. Be open to constructive criticism and use it as an opportunity for growth. This willingness to adapt shows your commitment to improving communication in the relationship. Many individuals face barriers to honest communication, and we talked about it a little bit, the fear of conflict, vulnerability, and even past negative experiences. Recognizing these barriers is the first step towards overcoming them. Identify the fears that may be holding you back from communicating honestly. Are you afraid of rejection, judgment, or hurting your partner's feelings? Acknowledging these fears allows you to address them more effectively. Developing honest communication takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself and your partner as you navigate this process. Celebrate small victories and be forgiving of setbacks. And if honest communication remains a challenge, there is no harm in considering seeking the support of a therapist or counselor. Professional guidance can provide valuable tools and strategies for improving communication in your relationship. Honest communication isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifelong commitment. It is essential for building and maintaining healthy relationships. Honest communication fosters trust, understanding, and emotional connection, allowing partners to navigate challenges and celebrate joys together. By creating a safe environment, practicing active listening, and being vulnerable, individuals can cultivate honest communication in their relationships. Embrace the power of honesty and watch your relationships flourish. So now let's take some time to reflect and discuss about honest and empathetic dialogue. So first, what does it feel like when someone really listens to you without judgment? And how does that impact your willingness to be honest in return? Secondly, can you think of a time when being honest with someone helped deepen your connection, even if it was uncomfortable at first? What made that moment possible?